Alright, now we're all set up and ready to go. Let's start changing some of our... Let's change our furniture around. Something for just more of a, just kind of a hint of the gold color there. Alright. So yesterday I was working a little bit on the actual thing here as well. So we still have our grand opening event going on at the moment. So, which as of last time I wasn't doing so well on that. And actually I want to change. Let's see here. You know what, we'll leave it alone. But I do want to choose the appearance though. I wasn't too happy with it, so let's update some of the stuff. Since this is kind of our opening one, I'm thinking that we change it up a little bit here. I kind of almost have a shirt that looks, in real life, almost looks identical. Not put our opening, or not put our so leave that off there. We'll just keep it on the. We'll just keep it on the hat for right now. Alright, so now that we're better in that situation, let's go and begin our third round here. Also wanted to invite everybody to anybody who's watching right now as well. If you want, at the very bottom of the feed currently, I do have the name of it as 3 Puttin for Par for our Golf Society. It is open to anybody. Basically, a bunch of people, me and a couple of my friends, who are just casual golfers and stuff, and that's kind of an inside joke. Really, because it's 3 putting for par, meaning essentially that you drove the green and now you have three chances to actually get par, which is basically never happens in real life. But we always, and everybody always likes to talk up their golf game all the time, so we just say, shit, well, we're just constantly 3 putting for par, on a daily basis. So actually looks like our bank. Let's take a look before we get our round started though. Let's take a look at our society. Let's go back in here quick and take a look at. Let's actually look at our member list here currently. So I got a couple different people on here so far that have joined. So I do want to say thanks to those guys who have joined so far. Anybody watching, if you feel like you want to join, feel free to do so. Society records at the moment. We haven't really completed any of these yet, so still working on that stuff. Although we do have $500 in the bank. Let's see here. Alright, well, let's just get on with the tournament. Let's do that. I'm all for that one right now. And I wonder if it'll let me add a ghost from these other guys. It looks like none of them are on their third round yet, so let's start our third round here. Hopefully it's going to go better than the last two. I have been playing a little bit more of the PS4 version, which also has
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to you.
My
name is John McCarthy, and I can't wait to get things started. We are just about to kick off our coverage of this event here on the TGC Network. Third round action, folks. Hope you're excited, because we definitely are. But we're down on the first hole to see how this unfolds.
To double check on what the names were, so I kind of just went off of memory, so it may not be 100% correct on that. So, alright, let's get our round started.
And it's looking like this is bound for the short stuff.
Way to the right of the fairway. Holy hell.
Well, I didn't see that landing in the rough, that's for sure.
Still not 100% sure on how to actually read the wind, because they have that circle behind the wind marker. In Golf Club 1, it was only the arrow. In this one, it's now an actual... It's got this circle line through it that kind of moves up and down and fills the hole, more or less. I'm not 100% sure on exactly what that means, and I even looked up the tutorial stuff. Oh, God, I was not paying attention on that one.
And about 16 feet to go.
There we go.
Finishing this one, solid putt.
So I'm not 100% sure on how to actually
starting the round off with a par, not bad. And now let's see what this second hole has in store.
And I'm hooking everything off the tee box here so far. Get out of the way! Alright. What I call players bounce right there.
And I think he's going to like that. And about 230 yards to the pin. Well, that shot's looking not too good.
It's alright, bounce towards the direction.
Setting up near the green, but in the rough. Nothing wrong with that. These putts for birdie. Now let's take a look at the action on the leaderboard. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. And now teeing off on this par 4. And I think this one's going to find the fairway. From 115 yards out.
Let's see here. 115 out. It's up 20, so it's gonna play another 5 yards back from where it's at. So looking at about 118. That wind's gonna come back a little bit on us. Not a ton though. It is a pitching wedge, so it shouldn't roll too much. I think I might just do it just a tad.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
It might be alright. Yeah, well, as long as it doesn't roll off the green here.
From 18 feet away.
That wind pushed it back into the right a little bit more than I thought it was going to. It went 3 miles an hour, so I was a
and
little
about 4
surprised with
feet
that.
from the cup. And a nice putt. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. All right, here's the 4th hole.
I just want to check something on OBS here, guys, really quick. Let's see here. Alright, we should be good. Alright, so let's see here. At 170, it's down 10 feet. Open it up just a little bit. A little bit to the left there.
And going with the 6-iron.
Should have been way more to the left, I guess.
And that one is on the green with quite a bit of real estate to make up on that next putt.
Still getting the timing down for that putting. It's so different from the first game.
About 16 feet to the cup from here.
Not good.
Yeah, about 11 feet from the cup here. And that will be for bogey. And that performance will put him up to even par.
Oh, we're back to
okay,
where we
and here is the 5th hole.
Which should be, it's 247 yards. It's probably gonna roll a little bit. Measuring with the wind.
And about 145 yards to the pin.
So what are some of my plans for the society as well? One of the things too that I really want to incorporate into my society where that other people may not is that I really want to add the ability for I really want people to be able to, who are course creators, have their course be featured in our tournaments and stuff. So you can name the tournament or the Open or the Cup or whatever it is that you want to have. Once you submit the course and it gets enough for a handicap rating and all that stuff. And once you do that, then we can incorporate it into that. But I think it's a good way to kind of keep everybody engaged in the goings on in the society. It makes it more of a group effort rather than just me determining.
And this is to save par.
It'd be cool to be able to feature members created courses as well.
And that putt will
really so.
And he's going to stay right there at even par after that hole. And moving on to the 6th.
So yeah, if anybody who's watching is interested in that, like I said, if you have it for PC or PS4, feel free to hit me up. The name of the society is at the bottom of the screen, so feel free to do so.
Okay, from 160 yards away.
Wow, what the hell? Oh, it's because my tempo
looks like he's going
off.
through some trees. And I don't think that was the intended result for that approach shot.
Not at all. Flop it on there.
And if this putt drops, they can save par. And finishing this one with a good putt. And he's going to stay right where he is, even par after that one. And now we find ourselves on the 7th hole tee off. And he will like that. And I think you'll like that from about 145 yards out. And here's an 8-iron.
With these long distance
from 24 feet away.
Get there.
Oh, and a very good attempt on what was a lengthy putt. And that one drops for par. And after that hole, he will remain at even par. And the 8th hole is next.
Now, last time I did this, the problem is you put it up twice to get the distance, but it rolls all the way back to the green every single time. And I think because it's a hybrid, I actually want to do to make a less difference, actually, or less, I actually want it to have low loft.
The shot's looking pretty good.
It's not as bad.
Have enough club on that one.
Kind of going up that green hill, or up that hill a little bit, just above the green, but. Look at that, there we go.
And that was a fine chip out of the rough and into the cup. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. And now the 9th hole. It didn't look like you had clean contact on that one.
There we go, that's a good bounce.
From 130 yards out. Here is the pitching wedge.
That was more than I expected it to.
Too
My
much
wind's
club,
taking
I
it way
think.
more than I expected it to on that one. Usually with 5 mile an hour wind, it doesn't really take it that far, but it did that time. Oh shit, sick. There we go. And bounced a little
It's
bit.
about a 7-footer.
There we go.
Solid putt. And 1 under for the day after that hole. Okay,
So,
and
like I said before, guys, if you're just tuning into the stream as well, my name's Aaron. I also go by TC Viper here on Twitch and PlayStation 4 and Steam. Three Puttin for Par is a casual golf club for the Golf Club 2, and we are on PC and PS4 as well. So if you want, feel free to join in. Um, there's a $500 entry fee in game, game currency, obviously. And this right here is just our opening round tournament as well. There's nothing, but I do already have um, six events planned already, and I'll just keep adding them as the year goes on and on. And one thing that I plan to do with this community as well is that if you're going to create any courses yourself, you can always notify me or send me a message in the game and let me know. And then once you get enough plays on that course to have a handicap actually determined, I think it is a minimum of 10 plays. I could be totally wrong about that, but once you get enough plays to where the game actually creates a handicap for you, um, let me know and we'll create a tournament around your course that you've created. And then that'll just become part of the season. You can name whatever the Open or the Cup is, the championship, whatever it is that's going to be as well. So it's a community-driven society, which is what I find would be more fun. So the more people we have, the better it'll be as well. So feel free to add us on PS4 or PC. So let's see, 34. Kind of hope this one goes just a little bit. Sit. Oh, I had that one.
And this putt is for birdie.
Oh, man.
This one's about 2 feet from the cup. Okay, and let's have a look at the leaderboard. And currently sitting at 1 under for the day. Okay, now moving on to the 11th. And nicely done, looking like we'll have some fairway here.
Whoa, that could be bad. That's got sand trap written all over it.
This to save par. It was very close. This one's about 2 feet from the cup. And with the tap, that's a bogey. And that hole's going to put him up to even par.
Just couldn't break away
Next up is a par 4, folks.
That 4 over from the last 2 rounds.
And he's got to be happy with that. Okay, and from 125 yards out, taking a shot with the pitching wedge. And this putt to save par. And finishing the hole, solid putt. And after that one, he'll stay at even par. All right, let's see what happens on the 13th hole here. Going with the 9-iron here. And this for the birdie. Oh, just missing it.
Every time we're always off by like an inch. Every time.
This one looks about 4 feet. And that putt's going to drop for par. And after that hole, he will stay at even par. And now the 14th hole. And I am pretty sure he's going to like that. And about $125 away. This is heading towards the green. And that approach is on with a lengthy putt coming up. Just doesn't drop. Well, this is about a 4-footer. And a decent little putt there. And after that hole, he will stay at even par. And team off on this par 4. And this lie is currently in the rough. And this is for birdie.
Get there. Man, every time by an inch
It's
or
about
two.
3 feet to the cup from here. And that putt will go for par. And he's going to stay right there at even par after that hole. And now setting up on the 16th tee.
Well, we're still shooting even for today, so nice to at least get one back and make up for the previous 2 rounds at least a little bit.
Well, this one's looking like it's finding the fairway. From here, about 230 to the pin. going with the 5-wood.
Alright, stay off that fringe. Come on. Ah. Really hoping to just have 2-putt from there. That's an excellent chip.
And this putt is for birdie. And now let's take a look and see what's happening up on the
2-foot birdie putt. It's our second win of the day. So
one under for the day. Okay, and setting up on the 17th tee.
I'll take that for sure.
And I think that's the hybrid.
All
right, 27 feet to the cup.
Man.
This one's about 6 feet away.
Get in there.
And that putt drops on in for par. And after that hole, 1 under for the day. And now teeing up for the final hole of the round. And I don't think that was the cleanest of swings.
Don't just stay out of that water. Just stay out. That's all I want. .166 to the pin. Well, the best we can probably hope for now is to either chip it in.
That lie is going to be much easier than the last one.
See if we can flop it in there though.
And this next putt, a final round score of 71. And the par putt will drop.
So we'll take it. It's one on the
That's it for us here today, folks.
Definitely did better than the
Thank you
last
so
two
much for tuning in.
rounds, so that's
And
good.
as always, we will see you
That's the
next
important
time.
thing there. So final scorecard there. We end up recording a bogey on the 4th, birdied the 2nd, and the 8th on the front 9. On the back end, we actually, we were very consistent. Bogey only on the 11th, that birdie on the 16th basically brought us back to even on the back end. Other than that, shooting scratch all day long. So not too terrible. So currently we're still in first place. Looks like after 3 rounds, we can actually see the leaderboard here. Let's see if we can take a look. Looks like the other guys haven't started quite yet. Alright, I'm going to take a 5-minute break here quick, go grab a beer or something like that, and I will get it started here as well. And then we'll continue on to the 4th and final round, and we'll finish off this week's round. So give me a couple minutes, guys. I will be right back here, okay? Alright guys, we're back. And you might hear some buzzing in the background. That's actually just my lawn service guys. They're cutting grass right out the window here in front of me. Alright guys, we're back. And you might hear some buzzing in the background.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is John McCarthy and I'm just so happy to welcome you to our coverage of this event on the TGC network. We are ready for our final round coverage of this first event of the season. We're down on the first tee now. Let's see what happens.
From the box here, it looked like it was dead center of the green. So. Oh shit, I felt that one all the way. I knew I hit that one wrong. I was holding the control a little wonky there, and I just knew that
and some poor luck there. Right. Probably not too happy about that one.
It's not a good way to start the round off.
Something in the swing looked like that shot was pulled a little bit. About 12 feet to go to get to that cup. That putt will drop.
Still ended up making par, so I mean,
and starting the round off at even par. Next up is the par 5.
Not a good shot off the tee, but you were able to make a really good recovery shot that ended up to a good chip. And that's golf. It's all about just what you can do in each individual situation.
Didn't sound like the cleanest of contact.
That shit the same.
And the shot is taken through the branches.
It's going to be hitting off the damn cart path instead, but man. Now another recovery here. It's only about 80% from where we're hitting from. Even that was too much. I didn't think it was that much.
And that appears to have landed in the rough again. And with that, he's on the green. And setting up 13 feet from the cup here. Just about 3 feet away here. And that one drops for par.
Yeah, well, we said par on that.
He's going to stay right where he is, even par after that one.
And go get the important stuff. Alright.
And
now that we're properly prepared for this final round, now
third hole has
start
its
getting
story.
serious here. So, alright.
I don't think he really had a clean swing on that one. And it looks like he's going through the branches here on this one.
Yeah, 3 recovery shots in a row.
It sounds like he's going through the branches here. Something seemed off with his swing on that. And let's see what he can do here. He's deep, deep into the rough.
There we go, that's good. All right. Look at that. Oh, right towards the hole.
And that shot was a bit of all right. That is some fantastic work getting out of a very bad lie. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And 1 over for the day after that hole.
Yeah,
and now the 4th hole.
This there, unfortunately. All right, so 170. This time it's in the far right. 168. It's down 10. So it's really gonna play more closer to like 165. There's pretty much no wind at all. Heating up the loft just a bit. Right,
And it looks like a 6 iron.
Yes, that's good. Roll, baby, roll. Roll, get there. Come on, look at that. Look at that.
And
finally.
That is disappointing to say the least. I think they could taste the hole-in-one there.
That's all right. I'll take the birdie. After that last hole, I will take that
down to even par. And here we are on the 5th. This one's looking pretty good. And about 155 yards out. Looks like a 7 iron.
It really went to the left.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was a poor approach.
To the right. The left to the right. Left to left. Let's see.
And to save the par. And now let's take a look at the leaderboard. And now we find ourselves on the 6th hole tee off. Well, I think this one's going to find the short grass. And about 150 yards to the pin here. Going with the 8 iron. Unfortunately, not enough club, I think. And setting up this next shot in the green side rough.
Oh, sit.
And this putt is essential for saving par. Good putt. And he's going to stay right where he is. No par for that hole. Okay, and let's see what the 7th has in store.
So far, me and the 7th have not.
Well, so far so good for this one.
For whatever reason, me and the 7th have just not gotten along very well in this tournament. Not exactly sure what's wrong. Oops. That might be kind of where I want it to be. Let's go a little bit more to the left this time. Last time we ended up a little bit too close to the water. Oh, that's gonna slice though. Well, we're definitely not close to the water, but
and from 160 yards out.
From the pin that I want to be in more too. Although we should be able to be sitting pretty if we can just hit this one straight. So.
And going with the 7-iron on this one.
It's going to come off a little bit to the right. Heads up. Oh, bounce. Oh.
I think they pulled that one a little bit.
Bounce on that one. Ooh, that's going to come off hot. Way too fast on the backswing there.
21 feet to go.
Oh, no.
Inches away. And about 5 feet to go here. And that will drop for the bogey.
Like I said, me and the 7th just do not get
along. +1 on the day after that hole. Okay, we find ourselves now on the 8th hole tee off.
Alright, so last time we did the hybrid, and it ended up here just to the left of the hole, because its spin is just killing me for whatever reason. This time I'm going to go with the 4 hybrid, I think. Well, I went with the 4 hybrid last time. It's going to take more loft off of it, I think. I just don't want to go too short, because if I go too short, I can make it up. Fuck.
Ooh, looks like he's going through the branches here.
Most of my problems here in this one.
Just too much club.
So, Supercross Pig. So societies are kind of like a. They're kind of like a guild or a group or a. Kind of one of those, it's something that you basically, so you join, so somebody creates a society, so I created a society, it's 3 putting for par, and what it is that I run the society, and how that works is then I determine what the season is, what the courses are for each season, how many holes, what the purse is, the winnings, that kind of stuff. So when you sign up, so I have it right now that the entrance fee is $500. So once you get entrance fee or entrance into the society, now you can start playing in our tournaments. Each tournament then has money that you have to put into that. So I believe the opening one here is $150 buy-in, and then, but I believe I have it set right now so that the winner will get 70% based on it. So everybody who puts in for the tournament, the more people we have towards that tournament, the higher you have for to win more money out of it, right? So you use that money then and turn around and you can either improve your own society if you run your own. You can unlock more customizable options, shirts, pants, logos, whatever it is that you're doing. since the Golf Club 2 is really more about skill. It's not like Tiger Woods, if you ever used to play those old games, or the new Rory McIlroy game. It's not like that. These games are much more skill based. So if you are interested in that, you're not going to be upgrading your character or anything like that. But it's mostly for cosmetic stuff. But you can then upgrade your own clubhouse and everything else. So that's what societies are. But it's basically a way for you to challenge you and your friends playing as well. So. So hopefully that
12 feet to
hopefully that makes it makes some sense there.
Just missing here. 5 feet to go here. And finishing this hole out with a solid putt. And currently sitting at +3 for the day after that hole. Okay, and on to the 9th.
Sometime soon you're gonna pick it up. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I don't know if you've ever played the first game at all. Did you ever play the Golf Club 1, the first one, ever?
Doubt's very happy about that shot.
Well, Golf Club 2 essentially improves upon everything that the Golf Club 1 had. The Golf Club 1, the biggest part about it that was missing was that there were no clubs, or aka what they refer to as societies. So that was one of the biggest parts that was kind of missing to it. There was not really any way of socially interacting with your friends, especially because all the multiplayer is all asynchronous. So we're all playing in the same tournament, but at least the way I have mine set up is that you have 7 days to complete this tournament. You can play anytime you want. You can play all 4 rounds in one day. You can play a round a day. You can play whenever you want. And as long as you complete it all by that 7th day, and then the day after that, the next tournament will actually show. And once we get done with this course, I'll go through and I'll show you the other tournaments that we have set up here as well. But it just seems fun. I mean, you can customize your own logos, your own look. I pre-ordered it. That's why the logo that I have for mine, which you can see on the flag here too.
6 feet to go.
The flag has my society logo on it after you create it. You can change the colors, you can do all that stuff. Look at that.
Drops for par.
All the way around the pin there.
After that hole, 3 over for the event.
Supercross, you're a pretty avid golf fan. Yeah, I am too. Actually, I've never been to a PGA tournament ever in real life until the Ryder Cup. This last one came to my hometown, and yeah, I mean it was a blast. It was a lot of fun. The LPGA is coming as well. If I know anybody else around here that's going to be going, I'll probably go to. But yeah, the Ryder Cup was an absolute blast. So Hazeltine's a beautiful course too. So. I actually tried to recreate it in the Golf Club 1, but then it was just taking up too much time. So, but I do plan on actually creating some courses here and featuring them as well. I do want to create like an official, because you can create home courses for your club as well. So I want to actually create an original home course for our club as well. So. Like I just said, yeah, I haven't created any yet because the game's only been out for 2 days, but they've also had a lot of server issues where you'll just be in the middle of a round, and because everything's connected online, the problem is that you'll get kicked out suddenly, and all of a sudden you'll go and you'll log back in, you'll start playing, and now all of a sudden you are 2-3 holes behind of what you were, which is part of the reason I felt like I wasn't doing so well because I kept starting, stopping, starting, stopping as well. So trying to get the feel down for the game, it's hard to do that when you can't, play consistently, when you have to start and stop because of the server issues, unfortunately. So, but yeah, I do plan on having that. And I said earlier in the stream too, if you were watching, they actually, if you join the community that we have, once you create your own course and you submit the course to me or PM me or whatever it is through the game or even on Steam, let me know the name of your course and I will add them to the rotation of the courses throughout the season, and you can name the championship or the cup or the open, whatever it is that you want to name it, and I'll add that onto there once the course has a handicap assigned to it. And how you get a handicap assigned to it is once you have at least, I believe it's at least 10 plays on your course. If I can't remember what the actual number is, but I want to say it's 10. So once you get 10 plays, it'll assign a handicap. You message me, I will add it then to that to the season. So, like I said, I want my society to be a very public society, which means that we all use our own created courses and that kind of stuff, along with the official ones that we're playing on right now until we get some people submitted them, or even ones I've created myself as well. But I feel it'll bring a lot more to the society as a whole, and make it more attractive for more people. So, but that's kind of my future plans of it. So we'll see how that works out. So. Yeah, when I was at the Ryder Cup, actually yesterday on the stream, I was wearing my blue. I have a blue USA hat, and I also have a white hat as well. That's from the Ryder Cup too, as well. Actually, let me show you this here, really quick. This is pretty cool. I'll show you something I got. So here, this is actually from what I got from the Ryder Cup as well. If you can see it here on the stream, let me show it. So I got the 18-pin flag. I got my Saturday ticket on there as well. Also got my Wednesday ticket. I got the lanyard from the actual tickets as well. So when you're looking at it, so here I'll hold it up so that the camera can see it here. But yeah, and then I just went out and bought a picture box like this, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. So, but. Yeah, so just thought I'd show you that. That's pretty cool. So Supercross, you got a PS4? Yeah, like I said, this is on PS4 or PC. Right now I'm playing on the PC for this one. And I usually play on the PC when I stream. Just because of the setup, and I can do the overlays over on OBS and stuff like that. I don't usually like to stream as much using my PS4, but
unfortunately. And the par putt drops.
So yeah, if you have any other people who are avid, golf fans and stuff as well,
now the 11th
invite them. Let them know about the society, and like I said, the more people we have in it, the more fun it is for everyone. So.
Well, this one's looking like it's in the fairway.
Here. I should be able to make it. I was trying to consider whether laying that one up or not, but yeah, we'll be fine. I'm okay with that shot. Yeah, I just love the fact that they put your logo on there as well. And actually got it. If you look at my guy's hat, you can't really see it here. I wonder if I have a different. No, I don't really have any way of showing it to you, but he's got the same logo on his hat. I figured as club president, I might as well represent it no matter whose courses I'm playing on, right? So, and it was stuff like that, like those kinds of aspects, like you couldn't do it all in the first game. So, do I have a favorite golfer? Well, as a lefty, obviously I look up to Phil Mickelson. Obviously, it's kind of a go-to there when you're a lefty. Just kind of idolize the people who are similar to you. And there's not a whole lot of lefties on tour, so you know, he's kind of initially somebody that I'd be drawn to. But Jordan Spieth is probably my favorite right now. I mean, the guy's kind of fallen apart a little bit this year, but last year, I mean, the guy was on fire. That guy couldn't miss a putt if he had to, and you know, I mean, he's, you know, now he's sitting in the tour wins before age 24. He's sitting right between Tiger Woods and Jack Nicholson and stuff. That guy has got a great future ahead of him. So, and you know, seeing Dustin Johnson as well, seeing him drive off the tee at the Ryder Cup as well, that was amazing. So,
this was about 10 feet from the cup. Just inches away. This looks like around a 4-footer, I'd say.
So, Spieth is in a slump, yeah, but I mean, he did win the last tournament. You know, I mean, yeah, when it ended up going to a playoff hole, but he still pulled it out with an amazing chip out of the sand at the end. So, you know, that was. It's feats like that
drops for,
you know, yeah, there's a lot of luck sometimes involved in them, but it also is what separates a lot of the people from.
And let's see what the 12 has in store.
Who can't take advantage in those situations. So, where did we end up on that last one? I didn't even see. There's a one bogey. Okay, for a second there, I thought we double bogeyed that hole. So we're 7 over for the event. We're 4 over for today. Last round we finished at even, so that's kind of a bummer. So, yeah, it would have been cool to have Ricky, you know, get his first. I mean, on the previous one as well. That would have been really cool. So. Zeno, hey, how's it going? Yeah, actually, I did notice right before we started playing this that you were, and there is actually someone else in our society as well, and I can't think of what his name is, but I'm gonna go and show some more of the. I'm gonna go and show some more of the other stuff in the tournament or in the societies here when this one's over with, and we'll check on that list again here. So. Oh, shit. Son of a...
And he's probably not too happy about that.
Ooh, sit.
Okay, he is now on the green.
So
14 feet to go.
Oh, he shot a plus 36 in the first round of the tourney. Yeah, this game, but then again, this game, I don't know, Zeno, if you played any of the first game though either, but this game is a lot tougher than the first one. It's a lot more about being very precise. And I play with the, not the tour clubs, but I play with the playable clubs. I found that the other one, the standard or basic or whatever they call them, the clubs were too easy. So I went to the second level notch, which it seems like it's just a little bit more difficult than the Golf Club 1 clubs were. So But yeah, I don't know. This course for some reason is kind of has my number right now.
And going with the 9 iron.
Left again. There was that shot on the first round. That would have been awesome on the first round. Because that pin was right towards the front center.
27 feet to the cup.
Right now I'm on the PC. Usually when I stream from the PC just because I can use OBS and I can control it a lot better. I usually get better footage out of it as well when I stream from my PC. Not that the PS4 isn't good, but I just don't like their streaming options. I actually hope that whenever they create the PS5 that they will have a lot wider range of options
7
when it
feet
comes
to go
actually
here.
Streaming and stuff like that. So.
And that one's going to go for Pat.
Oh, you know, you play with a mouse and keyboard? Yeah, I have my PS4 controller actually hooked to my PC. That's a hell of a lot easier that way. So, but I will tell you this right now, while the PS4 is having a lot of issues with the servers, and not to say that the PC version wasn't having those issues though yesterday even, so far on PC, it's been much better than my experience on the PS4. So, and I'll probably also be creating a lot of my courses on the PC just because mouse and keyboard is way easier when it comes to actually creating your course. That rather than using joysticks and stuff, it's a lot easier to use a mouse and keyboard to do that. But that's not to say that I won't also try to recreate the same courses on the PS4, because to be honest, I have a lot of my friends who are going to get this game are going to primarily play on the PS4. So I'll be playing on there a lot, and then streaming I'll be playing on PC.
And setting up now on the 14th
well,
hole.
So that's pretty much what I'll be. That's pretty much how I see it. That's my opinion. So Supercross, you were happy to see Sergio get a Masters win. Yeah, that was really cool. It was always funny when we were actually out at the Ryder Cup. We were always talking about how people in the crowd and stuff would always be talking about how what can you say to piss Sergio off the most? That dude has got so many anger issues and broken clubs because of it, but it's everybody's always just trying to come up with the next thing to kind of piss Sergio off. So it's pretty entertaining, some of the stuff that people were coming up with in the crowd. You couldn't really hear them on TV or anything like that, but man, some of that stuff was pretty great. At least from the ones that I whenever I would see them. So, instead of getting a PS5 whenever it comes out, I'm gonna switch to PS4. Supercross, don't you have a PS4? I thought you said you were gonna get this game on PS4. Wasn't that the situation? So, I want to try and recreate the country club I play at sometimes. I think it would be fun to create it here and play it virtually. Yeah, I actually did that myself on the Golf Club 1. It's if you still have that game, you can probably load it up. It's called, I named it Brookview National. It's just this hackers course that me and my buddies play at. It's like super cheap. It's like $35 a round, whatever. But it's hilarious because even though they're like this cheap public course that is just, there's holes that are underwater sometimes, and the fairways are not kept very nice, and whatever else, but these guys have consistently raised the rate on rounds almost every single year for about the last 4 or 5 years. So they got to be getting up to close to almost $50 a round now, but so we always refer to it as National for short because it's a club that thinks that they're a lot more ritzy than they really are. So we always refer to it as Brookview National. So, and actually I named one of the season events for this society after that one as well, just because since they're so high society, I figured, they need they need their own event as
Going
well.
with the 9 iron.
There we go. That'll work.
Setting up 12 feet away.
Oh, you want to get a PC? Yeah, I mean, PC is, you know, I never really owned like an actual gaming PC. One of my buddies who I stream sometimes with, because we're on a Facebook group called the Gamer Den, and it's just a bunch of me and probably about 30 other people that all kind of got together. It's just a Facebook group where we all talk about video games, and a bunch of big gamers. We all stream. Stuff like that. None of us are professionals. We don't try to make money out of it, whatever. We all are, you know, age 30 and above, so we all try to, you know, just do it whenever we can, and we just do it for fun. We don't give a shit what anybody thinks. So, you know, we all work 40 hours a week, so, you know, we all have real jobs and stuff like that.
This putt's about a 2-footer here.
Says the guy who's playing the golf club too on a Wednesday. So at 3 in the afternoon. So I just took Tuesday and Wednesday off this week though, so I could play this game just to be fair.
And setting up now on the 15th.
Your dad was superintendent till like 10 years ago at the local course. Oh, that's pretty cool. Mountains in Colorado. I'd love to play on a course in Colorado. I haven't played anything out of the state of Minnesota so far, but we have a couple of them. Actually, one of my favorite courses is the Ridges at Sand Creek in Minnesota. And what's really cool about it is that the front nine is completely open. It's almost link style. There's a ton of elevation changes, but there's almost no trees or anything like that. The winds come through that area really, really heavy. But then when you get to the back nine, you actually go more into like a wooded area, and it's kind of almost like how you see right now on the screen. It's that kind of a style, but there's a river that runs through it. So when you're standing on the tee box, when you're standing on the fairway, that kind of stuff, you can hear the water running through, and it's a pretty, you know, good stream to it as well. So I mean, you can hear the water going off the rocks. You know, on a nice day outside, it's super peaceful, it's relaxing, it's fun. You know, it's a great time. It's an expensive course, but it's great. I love that course. So, but that would be really cool to play it somewhere in Colorado like that. So, you know, so do you ever adjust loft or draw fade? I try to do loft for more backspin, but I never mess with draw fade. I don't mess with draw fade all that often either. Really, what I do is I do the high loft and low loft to try and get spin if I need to, or if I try to adjust for yardage. Like I said, the good way to adjust for yardage, and not only this game, but pretty much every golf game I've ever played, is that you basically divide it by 4. So if the pin is 12 yards away, if the pin is, you know, X number of yards away, but it's the elevation change is let's say 12 feet above you, right? So if you divide that by 4, so that means that is now going to play 3 yards further than what it states. So then you would want to make that adjustment for you. So then you would bring up your high loft or low loft, and that will definitely help you in that situation. But now with the golf club too, because it also brings in your swing tempo, not just a power shot like the first club game did, you know, that makes a lot of a difference as well. So suddenly now, you know, if you're not swinging correctly, you're kind of screwing yourself over in that sense. But yeah, that is what I do. So.
And about 22 feet to the cup from here. Oh, I thought that one was going to be This putt is about a 2-footer. The par putt will drop. And currently sitting at +3 for the day after that hole.
Supercross, you race RC cars in Salt Lake, man. That's pretty sweet.
And now teeing off on par 5. I think we'll find some fairway here. And about 235 yards to go. And here's the 6-iron. Let's see how this next shot goes out of the rough.
The society that I play for, or that I own, is 3 Puttin for Par. It's listed at the bottom of the screen there, so feel free to join. It's on PC and PS4, so if you guys want to do that, you're more than welcome to join. We are open to anybody. So there we go. There we go.
Yeah, you'll probably like that. And this for the birdie.
Oh my God! You guys are kidding me. Wow.
Let's go 3 feet away.
Oh.
And after that one, let's take a look at the leaderboard.
3 Puttin for Par. It's kind of an oxymoron. Well, it's actually from a joke from me and my buddies. You know, everybody lies about their golf score. I don't care who it is. Everybody at one time has lied about their golf score or how well they golf or some other bullshit like that. So me and my buddies, whenever we're out there talking, it's kind of an inside joke that we always refer to us that, you know, people ask how, you know, oh, how'd we do today? Oh yeah, you know, same as always. You know, we're out there 3 Puttin for Par. So, you know, driving the green in 1 every single time. So, so yeah, so that's where that comes from. So, plus it's kind of got a nice ring to it too, in my opinion.
And going with the 6-iron. Not enough club on that one. Hey there.
Oh! Almost with the slam dunk.
Obviously, this one
almost with the slam dunk. What clubs are we playing with? Player or pro? I'm playing with player. So I'm not playing with pro. I already have, as you can see, enough problems trying to keep the damn ball straight. So maybe later on I might switch to pro once I kind of get this down. But there's a definite increase in difficulty between the Golf Club 1 and the Golf Club 2. So you're kind of battling that at the same time as well, because, you know, I've been playing the Golf Club 1 since that came out 3 years ago, and so now there's a lot of stuff I have to unlearn from the Golf Club 1 to the changes that they made in the Golf Club 2. And, you know, a lot of them obviously are for the better, and the way that the ball reacts from certain things is a hell of a lot more true to life.
And now, teeing
but,
up
you know,
for the
knowing
final
how
hole
things
of
used to react and how they react now, there's still that learning curve. So I haven't done that yet. So, but do you find the flatter, more elevated courses in the game more fun? You know, the ones that, you know, obviously have more, I wouldn't say more elevation is always more fun. It's definitely more interesting, you know, rather than having a course that's just flat and straight and whatever. You know, obviously those are fun just because as long as you hit 3, you know, straight shots, you're going to probably make birdie or par with no problem every single time. But you know, it just kind of depends. You know, every course can kind of bring its own thing to it. So, and I've seen ones that are, you know, they're long and straight, but they're difficult as well because of bunkers they might have in the way or other hazards they might have in the way. So um, just kind of depends, I guess. I'm personally more of a fan of the more realistic style of holes, of courses. That's what I'm more of a fan of personally. So
And he's probably not too happy about that one.
have I designed any courses so far? I haven't yet, but I do plan to. So that is something I plan on doing. First one, I just want to create kind of my own specialty course that I want to end up eventually designating as the home course, because there's a home course that you can assign. I don't really understand what that means necessarily yet to each society, because each society can designate a home course, so I don't really know what that exactly means. But I want to create my own course that I want to have it um, as the home course for the Three Putt for Par Society. So that being said, yeah, I plan to, but then I also would really like to recreate some of my local courses as well. And like I said in the first game, I actually created one called Brookview. That is after that Hackers Club, that Weekend Hackers Club is kind of how we refer to it, because it's mostly amateurs that all go out there, which I'm an amateur as well. I'm not putting anybody down by calling them amateurs, but they're that was the first course I ever created, was one that was kind of after that. So
Yeah, that's not very good as far as approach shots go.
let's see. Where do I flop here? What the? See, that's something too. I don't understand that, because I did a flop shot, and there's no reason for that. I don't understand why. I've had that happen to me a couple times where it does that, and I don't understand why that is. I don't. And as you saw, yeah, it said it was fast on the backswing, but on the downswing said perfect. So I don't understand why it like tops the ball, why it duffed the ball like that. It's just kind of. I haven't figured that out as to what is causing that.
This next putt for a final round score of 76.
So I do plan on, and if I do make any courses and stream it, I will be doing that on the PC version, because kind of like I was talking about earlier, I will be doing that probably. I'm gonna wait a week or two, especially with all the server issues they've been having. That's what I'm gonna do.
That will do it for our broadcast.
All right, so there is the end of
my
the
colleagues
fourth
here at
round.
TGC
So
Network.
we ended up
Thank you
7
very much
strokes
for
over
tuning
par,
in.
which kind of
We'll see you
sucks.
next time.
Especially after after round 3, we ended up being even, which kind of sucks. But hey, finally finished the opening course there. I'm still in first place, according to that. So as you can see, the first round we did 75, second round we shot a 73, third round was a 71, so hey, we were doing better. And then the fourth round, I don't know, I got too much into talking is what was going on. So let's take a look here. Alright, so we're back to Society Home there. Alright. Give me 30 seconds here, guys, and I will be right back. And then we're going to go over the stuff here with regarding the season schedule, the home course. Just give me 30 quick seconds here. I'll be right back, okay? Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. If you hear any weird buzzing in the background, or from time to time if you hear any weird buzzing at all, it's actually from my guys outside cutting the grass right now. They are doing the trim right along the window that's in front of me at the moment, so that's where that noise is coming from. So let's see. All right, so let's take a look here what we got. So this is the grand opening event right now, and I actually upgraded our clubhouse, as you can see in the background there as well. Rounds are completed. Let's see what other information that we have here as well. So the purse is 150 bucks. The entry pay is right now. So the more people that play this tournament, the higher that purse number will get. So right now we're up to 150 bucks for the winner. I didn't make it a large purse because it's a grand opening event, just to kind of celebrate the opening of the new course. So let's take a look at that season schedule that I was talking about earlier. So this is what I currently have. So grand opening event is not really one that I would consider really part of the season. I would say that actually the 3 Puttin for Par season opener, that one is going to be really more of the kickoff of the real season. So right now that's what that's going to be. So that one's a par 4, and we can kind of take a look at this here too. There's going to be 4 rounds. It starts on July 5th and it will go all the way through July 12th. And I'll just show you some of the settings here as well. It's just a regular event. We can always choose between regular and major. However, before you can do a major, you have to do 10 original regular events. And as you can see, right now, we have 5 that are scheduled. So we have to do 5 more, and then we can book a major instead. So, when I do a major, I plan on increasing the amount that it costs to get into that as your buy-in, but then the purse, instead of the regular, I think I have it at 70%. Yeah, so right now, so everybody pays $250 to get in to next week's tournament, the 3 Puttin for Par season opener. It's 250 bucks buy-in, but the fees contributed to the purse will be 70%. So 70% of your entry fee will end up going to the purse. The remaining 30% goes into the bank, which you can see at the top right of the screen, which then that money goes towards the actual society, and that money then gets put in towards upgrading the clubhouse and, you know, adding new unlockable stuff and all this other kind of stuff. So that's what that does. But then in the major tournament, 90% is actually going to be contributed to the purse, and only 10% will go to the clubhouse. So those are the ones you really want to get into. However, like I said, that entry fee is going to be quite a bit more though to get into it. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be about $1,000 right now per entry for any major tournament. But hey, you get to keep 90% of the winnings if you end up winning it all. So. And I do believe that it goes, that based off of where you end up ranking after that is where that ends up going. So, Supercross, you said you've been trying to expand your Twitch channel. It's probably going to be a good game to stream. You only have like 15 followers. Man, if you want to follow me. You know, I don't stream a whole bunch, but you know, certain games, you know, I'll do as well. This game, just because I'm an avid golf fan, I knew right away that I wanted to stream it. Hence why I bought it fucking twice. So, you know, and I played the hell out of the Golf Club 1, and I knew I was going to play the hell out of Golf Club 2 once I found out about all of the great new features and stuff that they added. So, you know, yeah, it's a fun game to do it. The same schedule for PS4, yes. It is going to be the same schedule, and I believe I have it. I might have to go back and edit it. I can keep editing them until that actually happens, until the actual event starts. So I need to at some point turn on my PS4, match up everything. But like I said, this is the one that I'm kind of doing right now, is kind of the quote-unquote official course one at the moment. But I'm still kind of changing. As you can see, I named one after the Twin Cities Classic because I'm from the Twin Cities. So, but then again, if you look at the course, I have the Tarantula Golf Club is hosting the Twin Cities Classic, which is in the desert. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So, yeah. So some of these things might change here to there, but kind of I need to match them all up. And then some of these other ones, like I said, like here's the Brookview Open. You know, I'm just naming them after courses that I've actually played. So Columbia Invitational is actually based off of. So I have a display case for the golf balls that I have here. But if you can see it, so like here's the Columbia Golf Club in Minneapolis. I don't know if that's even really showing up on the camera there. But that would be the oops, there we go. So that's where that one's named out of. The Brookview one right there, named after that one. So that's kind of how I choose the names. But like I said, once we get people to start submitting their own courses that go into this season, those people can then name whatever their opener is going to be. I'm going to keep all the majors and do that and decide on which courses I want to feature for the majors. And it might even be one that you create if you decide to do it as well. We might do one for PS4, different one for PC. The majors might, you know, though in that sense, that's where the differences will be between the systems will come from, is depending on who is a part of what, you know, on what system and what courses they end up submitting overall. Or what courses are available. So right now, all of the courses that I have are just the official ones for the time being. But I'm sure as I find some other ones, you know, that's where those changes will start coming into effect. But I'll end up naming them the same thing though, unless, like I said, they're user created. But then somewhere I'll put in like brackets that it was a user created tournament or something like that. So. So yeah, so you hope somebody makes Torrey Pines. It's the best place I've golfed before. I've never golfed in Torrey Pines, but I would love to do that. I would definitely love to do that. Anyway, so we'll go back here now. And again, here it says home course. Right now, I just have the Blackbrook Golf Club, which is where the opening ceremony basically took place at. That's the tournament that we just finished up at. And here you can see the statistics of it. It's a par 72, there's 18 holes, 5,900 yards. The difficulty is rated as the easiest. Fairways normal, greens normal, green speed is medium, the handicap is 70 over 120. And then what I find is really cool that they added to this one as well is the course challenges. This is brand new. They've never had this in the other game, which I thought was a really cool idea. And creating a course, I don't know if you can actually create these yourself, or if it's going to come and generate them based off of people playing. I don't know how that's going to work yet. Maybe the user created ones don't have these. I haven't looked into it yet. But they give you rewards, which you can see on the right-hand side there. So you'll see that, you know, especially the first couple times that you play the hole, because I know when you first buy the game, you don't have any money, you know, to play. So you have to go out and play a couple rounds to earn up some money so that you can then pay to get the entrance fee to join the society that we have. And you can see up in the right-hand corner, I mean, I already got over 2,000, and that's just by playing 4 or 5 rounds of this game, and that's because of these rewards that they have. You know, first round, complete a round without invoking the stroke limit, no hazard hole on par 2. You know, score par or better on hole 2 without hitting any hazards. you know, stuff like that. And then here's a second page of those, and then every course has these differently, which is really cool. So here's the leaderboard as well. So it looks like one guy shot a 55 on that course. That's freaking insane. The only thing though that it doesn't tell you is what club type that they use though, because if they ended up using that, you know, those basic beginner clubs, they don't go as far, but they are a hell of a lot more accurate, and it's a hell of a lot easier. When I was playing with those earlier, before I did the actual one for the society, every round almost I was shooting 6 below, 8 below par, whatever. It just felt way too easy. So that's why I upped it just recently now to the higher, to the middle, the player clubs, I should say. Yeah, a lot of really cool different things. So yeah, so that's the 3 Puttin for Par Society. Looks like we got another $500 in the bank, so it looks like somebody else paid their registration fee. So we can go in here. Let's check out our member list. Why don't we? Hey, so there's Xenocide right there. So then we also have Benjamin, which is an awesome name. I love that one. And then there's myself. So AGM Studios is just my handle on Steam, which I created many years ago. And that's because I also do videography and stuff and commercials for companies as a job. So AGM Studios is what I go by for that. So, but I'm generally known online as TC Viper. So that's where that comes from. Society records, events played. You know, we haven't had any events yet on here. So yeah. Oh, I didn't even know we could look around the clubhouse. It's not much of a look around, but at least we kind of check out. The other ones that the only other society that I'm in right now is just an open for all one that's official society, which is down here as well. So they have different ones. I gotta say though, I'm kind of hesitant though on joining societies at the moment. Besides ones, you know, that like I've created or know people that are playing in or something like that. And the only reason that is because once you join a society, you can't leave a society, which kind of sucks. So, but apparently though, from what I understand, is that they are working on something to change that at the moment. So, just keep that in mind. But like I said, when I create the society in mind, I tried to create it so that more than just myself, you know, it's a collaborative effort as a society, rather than just me, myself, and I doing everything. So, how does the upgrading work? Okay, so let me show you that here really quick. So, well, first of all, you can go into your profile here. We'll do that first. So, you knew your edit golfer and equipment. I didn't really work on the face at all. Obviously, that doesn't look anything like me. But when you go to appearance, so you can change all sorts of different things here. Let's go to clothing. That's a better example. So first of all, you can just set up your casual outfit. That's your everyday outfit, whatever, no matter what mode you're playing. But then when you actually go in, you can change it so that if you want to have 4 different rounds, every round your character has a different set of clothing on, you can do that. So if you want to be like, you know, Ricky Fowler and have those, you know, bright orange and white one day and some other crazy color combination another day, whatever, you can do that. So, which I think is pretty cool. When you go into that kind of stuff though, so you can choose like your different shirts, and then, you know, so here's just some different stuff that you have. But you can go in, you can buy whatever you want. But yeah, so you can buy clothing, you can do all that. Just like I said, it's not really upgrading, at least on the player side of things. So here's the club set. So standard is very, very easy. You know, it's kind of, think of it as like easy, medium, and hard difficulty settings, basically. So I'm on set on player 1. Your golf bag is where it also comes into play too. So you can go in and you can customize your entire golf bag that you see on the right-hand side there, right? So you can, so if you don't like having a 3 hybrid or a 4 hybrid, you can change that out to, you know, maybe you want a 1 iron, a 2 iron, whatever, in that spot in your bag instead. So, you know, if you really got into it, shit, you could even make it so that, you know, you could go in and change your clubs out completely every single time for every single, you know, for different courses that you're playing on, if you kind of knew what you're headed into. So the real hardcore players of this game will spend a lot of time doing that kind of stuff. How do you design a course? So how do you design a course? Well, okay, so first of all, yeah, they don't have any real licensing in the game. They already said that they won't do any real licensing in the game. Maybe in a future patch, they've always said, but they've never actually ever committed to doing that ever. So, you know, and they want to keep the game cheap. The game's only $39. So, you know, when you start adding in all of that kind of stuff, now all of a sudden we're all paying out of pocket because it's got an Under Armour logo or Tiger Woods logo, or it's got, you know, whatever logo on the shirt or pants, or, you know, they're wearing Under Armour shoes, that kind of stuff, whatever it is. It's just, and for this kind of game that is so purely about the golf and so purely about skill over anything else, that's the big thing. So the course designer is down here. I'm not really going to go into it. I'll get into that into another stream when I eventually start to design my own courses. Like I said, I'm going to wait a week or two on that, make sure they get all of these server issues out of the way before they do that. Once they do that, then, you know, no problem. I'll get into doing that. And so far, just this afternoon, after about 12 o'clock today, I haven't had any issues, knock on wood. I haven't had any issues with that at all. So whatever they've done, they've fixed. However, this game doesn't come out till the 30th in Europe. So we may have all those server issues all over again once that happens. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But so, you know, if you know you want the game, but if you're willing to wait a week or so to let them iron out all these server issues, it might be worth it, especially on the PlayStation 4 version right now. That seems to be having the worst. The PC version seems to be having very few issues on it so far, but PS4 definitely has had the most issues from my experience. Yeah, I agree. Companies should have to pay to have their own company logos in the game, but, you know, it's unfortunately it's not. It's all part of licensing and that kind of stuff. Every sports game does it, unfortunately, and, you know. But I get where you're coming from. It's advertising, so I completely agree 100% on that one. One cool thing too is that this game actually also features a driving range, chipping practice, putting practice. You know, that was a big problem in the last game, is that if you wanted to practice a certain aspect of your game, you really couldn't at all. There was no way of doing that, so this one at least does that. It also has basic lessons that you can go through as well that kind of teaches you some of that stuff. The next thing that I'm probably gonna do is start a career. But here's an example too. So upgrading your career society and stuff like that. So so you can create a season from template, create a new season, that kind of stuff. So this is probably the stuff that I'm going to do on my next stream at the moment. So so right now we're at a level society level 2. When you upgrade for societies, let's see here. I couldn't see the course thing because of the TC Viper. You couldn't see the course thing. What course thing do you mean? Oh, course creator. It was just the button for that said course creator. That's all it was. But I'll get more into that later on. So. So let's see. So we have $500 in the bank right now that we can actually use to upgrade if we wanted to. I don't know how much we can really do. So we need another $1,200 to be able to upgrade our society to level 3. So what that does is it increases the maximum amount of events per season. So right now, the most we can do is 10 events per season right now. So basically we have enough to do, you know, the 9 regular, and then we'll do our 1 major tournament, and then that will be the end of the season for that one. So that's kind of your big one that you want to upgrade so that you can run those longer seasons. The second thing you can do too is change your clubhouse. So originally when you start out, everybody starts out with the same one, which is this one here behind you, which is that one. When we upgraded it, though, I chose this one here. Oops, not that one. Which one was it? Yes, it was this one. It was the Bastion one. So we'll change back to that. But yeah, so there's a whole bunch of these different ones. Citadel, so as you can see, the Harmony is a level 3, the Louisburg is level 3, Lincoln's number 3, and you can go to Champlain, which is number 4. Westlock, Shawnee, Chisholm, Kedwick. So there's a whole bunch of different styles and that kind of stuff. So, you know, and you can see all the way up to Windsor, there's a level 7, level 8, level 9. Valencia and the Jesmond are level 10s. So you can choose to end your season at any time, it looks like, as well. I'm not sure what the review requests are. I don't really understand what that is. But yeah, here you can go in, you can change your emblems and all that kind of stuff. So here's the emblem that I have. The Founding Society is for pre-ordering the game. So that Founding Society one means that I have the Founders Edition of the game, which I think you can actually still buy at Target even without pre-ordering right now. They call it the Day 1 edition, but so you can go in, you can change your logo to a whole bunch of different stuff here. I've already seen a couple different ones that are pretty interesting as well. One of my biggest gripes, though, unfortunately, is that they only have 2 layers that you can actually do it to, the background and foreground. That's it. So it doesn't give you a ton of ability to be unique. However, you can change all the colors, like the background colors and that kind of stuff as well. And when you do that, it will change on the flag as well, that when people are golfing at your tournament as well, it'll change all of that stuff too. So that's why my flags are green with that too. Society colors, so here the primary color is green, so that's why all my flags are green. I used to have it as red originally when I started it. Secondary color is kind of the sand trap yellow that I got. Furniture is kind of that golf ball white almost, and then kind of a tan wood is for the second furniture. There's not any second furniture 2 on here either. Membership requirements, I can change that at any time. I can change it from a public, private, or a closed course if you just want to run your own society, which is like you and 5 of your other friends, and you don't want anybody else pestering you and joining your club. You can close it off. You can make it private so that only people who you want to invite to join can join, that kind of stuff. You can also enforce a handicap, and then you can set what those handicaps are if you want to do that too. Message of the day, so this is where I'll kind of keep people up to date as to what's going on. Right now I just kind of have a generic welcome message at the moment, which actually we can change. In progress. Alright. So, and then you can select your home course. Like I said, I don't really understand what the need is for that or why that is, but I guess we'll see. And then your society style, casual, competitive, simulation, or design. What is kind of the theme behind it? I just have it as casual, like I said, on both Reddit and on the TGC forums. That basically mine is it's for people who enjoy playing the game, but you enjoy going playing 18 on the weekends with your friends and drinking beer and hanging out, whatever. It's not super serious, whatever. You go out, you shoot 100, whatever. Who cares? You still had a good time at the end of the day, and that's kind of what this society represents as well. And the name kind of feeds into that as well. So with the sarcastic nature of it as well. So. How would you find the society? All you have to do, so when you go in, all you're gonna do, whether you're on the PS version or the PC version, when you go into your societies here on the main screen, then you go to search for a society, and then you're gonna say search, and we're gonna enter in the search, and you just say 3 Puttin or par. And search by society name, and boom, there we are. We're the only one on here as well. So since the name's kind of unique, it does stick. It is pretty easy to find. So, but you can also see other societies as well that other people have created on here as well. You can kind of go through them, and kind of like I said too. The bummer is that there's not multiple layers, and there's not a ton of individuality when it comes to the designs and stuff. You can see that even 5-6 pages in, you're seeing a lot of the same logos or similar logos. The ones with this gold background with the trees and the golfer, that is that's the one that you start with. Those guys just haven't edited theirs yet. But I just kind of wish there was a little bit more room for creativity, but maybe they did that so that people weren't drawing nothing but penises and stuff on here. I don't know. So it is what it is. So, but anyways, guys, I gotta take off here. Thank you so much for watching me hanging out, playing some golf. Like I said, I'm gonna play probably some more career, and obviously our societies tournaments as well when I stream. So if you want to keep up with that, hit follow. And if you want to participate, by all means, search and join up and play along with us. So, all right, guys. Again, I'm Aaron, TC Viper. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you out on the course. See you later.